Bye.
No, she hasn't started. Now start. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Living the Dream. Let's read.
Oh shit! You just say living the dream. You just said living the dream.
Yeah, and we lost Mytho. Like he dropped out a second before he could say he wasn't going to be here, and now people will never get that. They'll never know Mytho was almost in this episode. It's truly sad.
Someone else was in this episode, like me.
Oh, yeah. So there's Duhad and there's Soundspeed, and
that's me.
Yeah, there's also Lightning Rabbit, I guess.
I'm Cabral, and I'm 5.
And Cabral stepping all over Lightning Rabbit's lines.
Yeah.
And there's someone else on Cabral's end, his younger sister or something.
Yeah, this is Elfie the J.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Yes. Wow, his younger sister sounds a lot like his girlfriend. You dumb shit.
No, shut up! You're ruining the joke. Oh,
hey, here's a funny joke. Just put a bleep there and pretend to say something offensive, okay?
Yeah. You know what? That wouldn't work because now everyone knows.
I'm so uninspired right now. I can't come up with anything clever.
You can't even be bothered to make.
You know what I'm inspired by?
What's that?
Turning 25 today. Yeah.
Happy birthday to
Chapter 38. Long-awaited wedding.
You've only got 75 years left, Duhad. How do you feel? I mean.
Happy birthday,
okay,
dear.
Stop. Soundspeed.
This recording is the worst.
Okay, stop now.
All right. Anyway, thank you very much. Let's hit it. Chapter 38.
Happy birthday to you.
God damn it.
All right, let's get going.
Chapter 38.
Chapter 38, the long-awaited wedding. This chapter is finally out.
No shit.
The wedding that all of you have been waiting for. Enjoy.
Fine.
Chapter 38. I shifted uncomfortably as all the ponies in the pews stared up at me. I gulped and tugged on my tie. I'm really glad they have, pony churches.
Yeah. And so Pony Jesus died on the cross for our pony sins. Like not being good enough friends.
Jesus have been an alicorn or an earth pony?
Jesus was a man of the people.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, he would be an earth
stallion of the people.
Filthy mud pony.
He would have been a filthy mud pony, they say.
Though he was the king of the Jews, so probably unicorn.
Whoa! Why? Do you remember having horns?
I can't tell.
No, it's my headcanon that all the unicorns are Jewish because that makes me happy because I want to be all the unicorns. Shut up! Shut up! It's not pathetic.
I don't fully understand.
Shifted uncomfortably as all the ponies in the pews stared up at me. I gulped and tugged on my tie. I was now standing at the altar, spelled wrong, waiting for Twilight to walk down the aisle. Frederick behind me. My best man, or stallion, whatever.
We'll never know.
The wedding was being held in the royal ballroom. There are pews in the ballroom?
Apparently.
Well, you can move pews around. You can get mobile pews. You don't have to have them cemented to the ground.
Pew pew pew.
I can't get the film fiction page to load. Ever since you started, it's just been a spinning circle on my screen.
It's a fanfiction.net page.
Well, you know what I mean. It hasn't loaded yet, either way.
Oh,
just like Frederick's and Luna's. But this time, it was Twilight and I that was getting married. As I stood at the altar, I began to feel an uncomfortable sensation in my groin. They still hurt from that Jackass video we made. It's been 2 weeks, and yet the pain is still there.
Oh yeah, I missed that episode, didn't I?
Yeah.
You did miss that. There was a lot of castration going on in that episode.
Ow.
Yeah. Testicular damage.
Testicular torsion, I'd say.
No, that's something completely different.
To describe it, it's like testicular torture.
Yeah, I agree.
Ball bashing.
Look, stop. I can't make the page load, and it's not helping.
Maybe to see a doctor about that. How about, here, I have an idea. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
What?
Oh, well, shit, never mind. This isn't working.
What are you talking about? You're confusing me. That's what help.
Here, can you see screen share?
I'm going to say no.
Here, I'm doing it anyway.
But I can't see it.
There, it's up.
but I can't.
You have to see the damn
it.
story.
But it's not. Nothing is working. Everything's broken. Is it just me,
Well,
or
for
is
some reason, like fucking fan fiction, rather, they don't let you like copy paste shit. So like,
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Why?
It's because original characters don't steal.
it's true.
Okay, I see it now. Until it's loaded, I'll watch your screen.
Okay.
Okay. Original character donut steal. All right.
Looking at it on an iPad, so.
All right. May need to see a doctor about that. Frederick leaned forward.
Hey, you alright? You look nervous.
I shook my head.
Nah, it's my jaws. They're so hurt from our stunts.
He chuckled and patted my back.
Oh, yeah, it's a good thing you already got Twilight pregnant. This is a shotgun wedding.
Oh, that's kind of weird. It's a good thing you all right got Twilight pregnant.
You
There's a lot wrong with
did an
this story.
adequate job of getting Twilight pregnant.
Good job,
An
bro.
alright job of getting her pregnant. I mean,
It's like a 6 out of 10. You know, you could have done better, but I could have done worse.
Solid
there a-
5.
It
I
was kind of like an on or off type thing. I didn't think
I
you
know,
could do it with
right?
a certain amount of style.
All right, I nodded.
Yeah, I know, right? Aw.
I looked to where Twilight's maiden stood. Instead of one, she had all 5 of her friends as her maidens.
Oh, good. Except
Including Rainbow Dash.
I shifted my gaze out to the pews, to where Greg and all the other bronies sat. I can't believe you fucking invited Greg to your wedding.
Isn't Greg the one that's just in
Also, I
a
like how,
constant state of highness?
Greg has replaced David as his best friend largely just because the author likes Greg better.
Well, I mean, to be fair, David's a pretty shit character.
Well, oh yeah, no, he's like even creepier than Greg, even after all the nut punches. But like, you know, still, there's been no development here. It's just sort of like, I like Greg better than David. Greg is
Aren't
my
all
best
these-
friend now.
Aren't all these people based off of real people in real life, these characters?
Also,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
So does that
Also-
mean that this happened in real life? Did they actually do that
I think some of
Jackass
them are
thing where they-
OCs. Oh, no, he did. No, he did mention in the last story that he did in fact do a Jackass thing with his friends, and that is the inspiration
Oh,
for the
that's
story.
right, yeah.
It is pertinent
he
to note,
thinking?
I think, that according to what he said at Fiesta Equestria last year, kick-ass to your mom, of course, Greg's, like the OC, the guy who made Greg's OC, is dead.
Oh Jesus!
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He
Yeah.
either died in a car accident or of cancer, one of the two.
Wow,
I can't
that
remember
is
which.
He was one of the
incredibly
two
bleak.
that died.
So
Wow.
yeah,
So,
incredibly bleak. But no, I'm just
just-
saying, to
I'm glad
discount
it
your
sounds
theory, no, he did not become his new best friend, because he was dead.
All right, racism,
Well,
rape.
Thanks for bringing
And,
the story and the tone right
cancer.
down.
Well, I can't let Asa live with, like, you know, feeling like he's made a good joke or anything. You know, I kind of,
Yeah, you
I
It's
just-
gotta
his
really
birthday.
nip that in the
Yeah,
bud.
please
I don't know
don't.
why I said Asa. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know.
All right,
I'm glad you remember my name at least.
it's hard to forget your fucking Jewish name.
Okay, well, anyway. Moving on.
Well, well.
I was trying to be topical. Come on.
It's funny. It's funny.
Okay,
I'm
all right,
laughing.
come
I'm
on.
laughing.
Can
It's
I-
cool. Move
Can I
on.
take that out of context when the recording comes out?
Yes, go ahead.
Because if I
Alright.
don't, someone's going to.
Okay, yeah, go
Move
ahead.
along. Move along.
Where were we?
As I stood there. No, shift my gaze.
Good
to
job.
Fuse. Wait,
Oh no, okay. I already did that, yeah.
It is
I
us.
glared at him.
Yeah.
I had had a talk with him before this began. If he does what he did at Frederick's wedding, he will pay. As I stood there, the music began to play, signaling the beginning of the wedding. How are Cabral and Jill holding up?
We're dying in here.
Yep.
Unsurprisingly.
Good to know.
What'd you think of the whole Jewish joke I made? Was that like funny or what?
I thought it was
Yeah,
hilarious.
funny.
I thought it was funny. All right, good.
No, that was offensive. You should be ashamed.
I am sorry. Yeah, I'm really sorry.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm
sorry,
ashamed
guys.
for you as well, because now I'm going to have to be in a recording where you said that, and it makes me sad.
Okay.
Just cleaning her ears out right now.
At
Shut
the-
up.
Do it with your
I
tongue,
am
dude.
not.
Make it a
in your
party.
puzzle.
Anyway, as I stood there.
As I stood there, the music began to play, signaling the beginning of the wedding. At the other end of the aisle, the double doors opened, and out
The double
walked
swing.
Twilight.
Sorry.
Shut up.
I'm like
Now-
in.
no
I'm
one's
st-
gonna get that.
I know they're not, but I'm still. My head is in the back like half an hour ago where we were doing that.
At the other end of the aisle, the doors opened, and out walked Twilight, escorted by her father. My mouth dropped at the sight of her.
Oh my
She
god,
was
her
wearing
dad's
a
so
wedding
hot.
dress that made her look magnificent, beautiful, stunning, She made my heart flutter, my stomach fill with butterflies, my head spin, Let's get back to the wedding.
Yeah, is there anything weird about that for you guys? Like the whole, like,
Yeah.
I looked at my wife and holy shit, that dress, oh my god, girl, that makes you look actually attractive. It's like, not gonna lie, I suddenly don't regret marrying you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
see,
it was
Jill
just
knows
a
what she's talking
particularly,
about,
it was just a particularly good.
Dress. And yeah.
But ponies are naked all the time, anyways.
Well, but
Dang.
no, if it's see-through, it's just sexier that way because it's like, oh, you're concealed, but you're not.
But you're also not.
Okay,
She
never
thought
mind.
this through.
I did.
I get
Dude,
that. It's just-
Jill knows about pony sex appeal.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
do.
To
Oh,
be
I
fair.
do.
An expert in the field,
Glad we
apparently.
finally have one.
I don't know, I thought Soundspeed was our resident expert.
Hey!
Hey,
Hey!
hey.
Hey!
He does live in Texas, it's legal down there.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh!
You're really stepping.
Don't
up
worry,
some
so I got your
boundaries
back.
right now,
Stepping
friend.
up,
He's
man.
not gonna
Love
be
it.
in Texas for long.
No
though.
one makes a Jewish joke on my watch and gets away with it. Everyone
love
gets their just deserves.
Ah,
The
finally
lightning,
we-
your watch is broken.
It is. I actually lost my watch. I don't know where it went.
You lost
my
your
list.
keeping a track on Jewish jokes watch? You should probably find that.
Yeah, yeah.
God, that would have
I
been
should
really
probably
helpful like 70 years ago.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh
Thanks,
god.
Soundspeed.
Anyway,
I'm gonna have to get you back later again for that because that's 2 Jewish jokes now.
Okay.
Just watch your back,
You set
Soundspeed.
yourself up for that one.
oh,
Okay,
Jesus
come on.
Christ.
We're going on.
Celestia, she walked down the aisle.
Okay, as she walked down the aisle towards me, our eyes met. We both smiled at the same time.
Oh.
She left,
Kismet.
she left her father's side and walked up to stand in front of me.
For you, Dad.
Celestia
her
nodded
father?
and began to read from an old-looking book.
Oh.
Christ. Twilight Sparkling Gyrocon, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage? Will
Actually,
you
we
honor
did come
each
with a
other
reservation.
as stallion and wife for the rest of your lives? We both nodded and said at the same time.
Yeah, I guess, whatever.
Yes.
Who's Twilight?
Wait, Lightning, your Twilight.
Yeah, I'm working on it. My earphones came out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm here.
I mean, God, do you want to say yes or something? Oh.
I do.
God, Celestia's never... No, she's supposed to say yes. And, like, I can't believe, like, Celestia never has lines. That's why I do the voice. This is gonna rip
It's-
my throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is, Soundspeed, that, like, just as I was about to say my line, your screen share turned off. And so I just guessed.
Oh,
what
it
I
just
had
said
to
group
say.
video is unavailable at the moment. Oh, Cabral
Yeah.
just kicked me off the
Because-
thing somehow.
God damn it,
You
Cabral.
were, we were at. I had
Yes,
to
I
kind
something
of
about you
guess-
being on mobile fucked it up.
Here,
I
I'll
had
say.
to
For the
guess
time
words 'cause
being,
you were like, well, we're at a wedding, so it must be I do.
here, Lady Rabbit, for
I
the
was
time being,
wrong.
use
It was a
this.
yes.
I mean, they say I do like a couple lines down, so I thought that. Okay. Whatever.
What is this?
It's just a picture of
Oh, it's a picture.
of the thing. So just use that for right now.
Noise. Okay.
Take a picture of every page for you.
Yes, I said.
Celestia looked back down at the book. Since it is your intention to enter into marriage, join your right hooves and declare your consent before me.
What do you mean, join your right hoof? What is that supposed to
They
mean?
have to
Fuse
fuse
them.
together into
One with a
one.
right hoof.
You ever play with like Lego bricks? And you know how like one fits into one.
Their hooves are actually Lego bricks, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, basically. Me and Twilight grabbed each other's hoofs. Celestia
Wow.
smiled and looked at me. Gyrocon, do you lay shit?
Is that what she said?
Might as well.
Do you like shit? Do you like shit?
you
That seems
like
like a very
shit?
strange question. It's a strange question to ask at a wedding.
Excuse me, Gyrocon. Just an aside, do you like shit? Alright. Gyrocon, do you take Twilight Sparkle for your lawful wife to have
No.
to hope from this day forward? For better, for worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, Until death do you part. I can't believe he actually got this right.
It probably copy-pasted it, did it?
This was before he was married, as I understand it.
Fair point.
Right, yeah. I was gonna say, I read lawful wife is awful wife, so...
Yeah, no, he was engaged. He mentioned in one of the
yeah, that's right. He was buying.
That's right. Yeah,
we were making fun of him for that.
Maybe
because we
he
didn't
just
believe him.
got married. That's why he wrote this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Remember that time he got malaria? Like, what was up with that?
He got malaria.
Oh, yeah, he did get malaria, didn't he?
I smiled and looked.
Right. I smiled and looked at Twilight.
Sure, I do. God, whatever.
Celestia then looked at Twilight. Oh, God.
Have fun with the voice.
Twilight Sparkle! Do you take Gyrocon for your lawful husband to have and to hold from this day forward for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
Speaking of in sickness, is your voice alright?
No, not at all. Twilight looked at me and smiled.
I prefer...
Hold on. I think the call's breaking up. And by think, I mean I am 99% certain it is. There he goes.
I need to get like a fucking drink of water. Actually, okay. Hey, Jill.
So
Yeah?
You read this line and any of the following narration. I will be right back. I gotta get a drink of water.
Okay.
Half a second. I need to
Celestia
restart
nodded, right?
the internet real quick because for some reason everybody is breaking up horribly. Fixing a problem. It's not going to last long. Don't worry. Okay, back again. Hello? Alright, now that should have fixed the problem. Question mark? Or it didn't? Okay, there it goes. God damn, that was weird. Okay.
Right, where are we at? Celestia nodded.
Yeah, Celestia nodded.
Jill, you're the narrator and Celestia now.
Okay.
Have fun.
Should I do the old voice again?
Yeah, do whatever you want. It's fine. Let's have fun.
Celestia nodded. I now pronounce you as husband and wife. If anybody has any reason why those two may not be married, speak now, or forever hold your peace.
Cody bolts in through the door.
I
object!
Yeah.
Okay, what happened while I was gone?
Oh, you were so... we just got to the speak now and forever hold your peace. If you'd come back and said, I object, it would have really been good.
Damn it, you want to go back in time and try that again?
No, it's too late. There are no second takes in the real world.
Forever hold your peace.
Hold your peace. Do not drop your peace. Just hold it.
I looked out onto the pews and glared at Greg. He waved his hoofs in front of him and mouthed the words, "Not this time."
Okay. Not this time in reference to what?
I won't object to your wedding this time.
Shit, no, he did. Remember? He did like several times at the other wedding.
Oh yeah, didn't he do it last time? Just
he made us
because
look like a huge jackass.
Yeah, he just did it for no particular reason. He just wanted to stop the wedding, and so he said it.
Yeah, that was.
Fuck Frederick. I hate Canadians. Any Canadian Jews out there? Shout out to you guys.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
I'm sure there are Jews in Canada, but you know.
Well, yeah, I don't know what you were trying to. Where are you going with this?
Anyway,
I looked out into the pews.
I looked out into the pews. No, I just did that. I nodded and looked back at Twilight. Celestia looked at both of us and smiled warmly. You may now exchange bracelets.
You may now exchange kisses, I thought she was going to say.
No. Twilight raised her left hoof for me. I turned and Frederick handed, hoofed, me the golden wedding bracelet.
The fuck would that be a question?
Hoofed.
The wedding band.
The wedding band. The onion
Don't
rings.
start with the wedding band shit again. I turned back to Twilight and clapped the bracelet on her hoof. She smiled and levitated her bracelet towards me. I held up my left hoof and let her clap it on. Celestia closed the book and grinned.
I swear to God, Go ahead. Finish your line.
You really just shit all over that. I was ready to go.
Stop interrupting the wedding, Duhad.
I object!
Object, says Duhad. You may now kiss the bride. All right, now go ahead and say what you had to say.
What I was going to say real quick was, I think the only reason that like this story and a whole bunch of other ones have like wedding bracelets for no fucking reason is because those old pony creators had like bracelet options. So whenever they were making their OCs and wanted to make them marry, they'd always like slap a golden ring on them. And just create this bizarre like fanon that like ponies use bracelets instead of rings or anything else for weddings.
Well, I guess there's no real place to put a ring.
Yeah, on their horns.
Odd.
Guys, you've seen the Canterlot wedding episode. You know
they're
where
unicorns. Like not everyone's a unicorn.
Unicron. Oh, it's loaded for me now. The page is loaded.
Oh,
Incidentally, Soundspeed, can you read your line one more time about the you may now kiss the bride?
You may now kiss the bride.
Lightning your shoelaces untied. Okay.
Oh,
it's an inside joke, but I thought I'd make it anyway.
Inside joke. I really appreciate that. Actually, thank you.
Anyway.
You have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah, no one else knows what they're talking about.
Nobody.
No one watching it, no one in this call. Complete waste of time. But,
I can take a guess. I think I know what it's aiming at, but moving along.
Anyway, I put a hoof to Twilight's face, resting it on her cheek, and leaned in. I'm just imagining it saying, I put a hoof to her face, and then in parentheses, hoofed? Resting it on her cheek and leaned in. Our lips connected, making my heart pound against my ribcage.
That's not a good place for your heart to be. My heart pounded against my bare ribcage as I slowly died.
Every pony in the room began to clap as we deeply kissed each other. It's like make out on the fucking stage.
Yeah, there's a limit to what you can do. We're in a church.
Peter?
Church.
Oh, God.
All right.
What?
Oh, dear God.
Peter galloped into the garden, surprised and angry that he's back in the story. Peter galloped into the garden, surprised and angry to see that he had missed ceremony and most of the reception.
That's his fault.
What? Okay.
He cursed at himself for taking the time to take a nap. He quickly... Okay, so your friend's wedding was really soon, and you were like, I can make this nap.
Better fall asleep.
He just stared at the couch for a full 30 minutes. I can do that.
He's like, yeah, I can probably do it.
I'll never understand why all of these characters are so neglectful of important events in their lives and their friends' lives. They always seem to miss weddings, and they're never there when the other people need them. They're completely useless.
Because they're terrible friends.
He quickly looked around till he saw Lance and Twilight standing together by a table full of food. He galloped over and grabbed Lance.
Grab the food.
Come on, dude. We have to get ready for the performance.
Lance sighed and began to follow him.
Like, we've moved away from the... Oh, shit, that's right. Because whenever it's with any of the other characters, it's no longer first person, and Lance becomes a third-person character.
Yeah, it's so weird.
All right, let's get this over with. God, fine, whatever.
I picked up the... Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Oh, wait. Oh, God.
So are you ready to sing for us, Duhad?
I'm ready to sing as Gyricon.
As we played, I looked through the shit. Fuck, what the fuck? Okay. I picked up the car. Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Soundspeed's having issues.
Oh, God.
I picked up the guitar as I stood on stage in front of all the ponies that had shown up for the wedding. Peter, David, and I had worked hard to memorize this song.
I'll be back in half a second. Just keep reading.
I hope I can do it, because for this song, I'm going to need to sing and play the guitar. My past attempts have been somewhat unsuccessful, but we decided to do it anyway.
You know, it'll be alright on the night.
Naturally. I looked behind me to make sure everyone was ready. Peter was holding his guitar, ready to begin. David was sitting behind his drums, preparing to begin.
Okay.
David began hitting his sticks together. On the third strike, we began to play.
There's a lot of begans and beginning in there.
I just had to make sure no one could hear this.
Oh, God. He would like close his doors, make sure nobody could hear him singing. Happy birthday to you.
All right.
We've had Jewish jokes and now we're making you sing. It's been a good birthday.
Happy Hanukkah, Duhad.
It's been a good day.
As
good
we
job.
played, I looked through the...
Sorry.
That's pretty good, actually. I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
As we played, I looked through the crowd till I found Twilight. I locked my gaze on her, and she locked hers with mine. I leaned into the mic and began to sing.
I hold on so nervously to my drink. I wish it was cooling me, but so far it's been good. It's not been good. It's been shitty, and I feel awkward.
Oh my God! Not this
club.
song, really?
Oh no! Oh my
It
God!
was this song?
Oh,
I
this
should
is
have
fucking
this club.
Paralyzer by Finger 11.
Oh God!
Yeah.
This club has got to be the most pretentious thing since you and me. Well, I'm imagining a dark-lit place, or your place, or my place. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I want to make you move because you're standing still. If
Why don't
your
we just
body
let
matches,
Soundspeed sing it? He seems to
your
know.
eyes can do. You'll probably move right through me on my way to
Let's just have
you.
Jill sing it.
I hold on for one more drink before I think. I'm looking too desperately, but so far has not been fun. I should just stay home. If things are really means one, this club will hopefully be closed in 3 weeks. That'd be cool with me. Well, I'm not. I'm
Oh, I
still
remember this song
imagining a darkened place, or your place, or my place. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I want to make you move because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you.
That was awful. I mean, no, it's fine.
Okay, so does anybody here actually know that song? It sounds like Lightning knows it.
I do.
Yeah,
I know
I've
it.
heard that
remember
song
it
a couple
now.
of times.
Okay, here's the thing about Paralyzer by Finger 11. Everyone knows it, but no one listens to it actively. It's like a song that people are aware of, but they don't like go out of their way to listen to, and you hear it and you're like, oh, that's Paralyzer by Finger 11. And then you don't think about it for another like 2.5 years, and then you're like, oh, there it is again, somewhere completely different. Okay. And it's doing it again right now.
It seemed.
I'm going to go and listen to it actively for the first time ever.
I have it on my iPod.
Do you really?
Okay, fine.
It was like 5 years ago when I found it and I kind of liked it, so I put it
You
on
haven't
there. And it's
updated your
just been
iTunes
since.
library in 5 years?
To be honest,
really.
neither have I. I don't
Really?
update. Well, it's not an iPod.
I
it's-
update
yeah,
it
it's,
so often.
I add to it. I don't update it really.
I mean,
There's
like,
only
if you take out things
occasion-
that's dumb, I, mean, I guess if you...
Yeah, I
it's
do.
not that bad of a song. It's just kind of like, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I haven't got this in my song. It's one of those ones that's like you forget about it after you've listened to it. I'm going to listen to it now and save it so that I don't forget again.
Anyway.
There was a pause in the lyrics. My gaze had
Listen to
never
it right
left
now.
Twilight during that whole part. The song was for her.
I mean, it's not really
the
the
song
most
about trying to pick
romantic.
up a girl at a club is all about you, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not really a very
Romantic.
romantic song.
Yeah,
He could have picked a better song.
Fucking like David or something playing the piano. It sounds really beautiful, and all of a sudden he's just like, "I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you."
I would really like to see actually a wedding where they start with romantic music and then it turns into Slipknot, and it's like
I was gonna say
it's
Nickelback,
just like
but
screamo.
Oh god, yeah, it
Or-
turns into fucking Nickelback, like really bad.
Oh, Nickelback's worse. Yeah,
okay.
I was gonna say,
Photograph
like-
at our wedding.
I don't know. I
I was
think the
saying
best
Screamo,
one
but
here is
Nickelback's worse than
he's just like, yo, this is going out to my bride and to my lovely girl Twilight
I was
and
at
her
a bar
bridesmaids
and I thought of
and
this
their
song.
families. Dear babe, it's not too late.
I'm not the only one.
what's the name? Psycho. Sounds be psychosocial. Psychosocial.
Yo. Adoring guy.
What?
Alright.
What was the name of that song? The Nickelback came out with a new song recently, didn't they? And it was completely different from their normal songs.
What was it?
It was Paralyzer.
Secretly, was
They made their own
They're now
This kind of sounds like a
fingers.
Nickelback song, actually. I can understand that.
It does, yeah, I can see that. We've gotten complete. We're now talking about current events again.
Yeah, can we just
There's always-
skip the rest of this? Because it's just him
Yeah,
repeating shit.
you sing the second half. I
Oh.
want to see the I want to see the different version.
Oh.
Go, do it.
Okay, alright, here we go. I'll do a Slipknot cover of
Okay, please
Peril
do.
Desert.
Oh,
This is a Duhad exclusive. You can't find this anywhere else on the
die.
internet. This is the rarest Pepe of them all.
what does that mean? Why do you keep saying that? You've never explained the joke to me. You keep making it.
I really could not explain to you rare Pepes. It's just a thing you experience.
Oh my god, I want to know now.
Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I want to make you move because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. Not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you.
Is this when? Wait, did Celestia get up on stage and start singing? Pretty sure that's what
That was
happened.
beautiful. I think Jill should have a turn at this.
I think she should too. Go ahead.
I've actually never heard this song before, so I don't know how to make it sound
Just
like.
make it sound whatever you want.
Okay,
Don't do what I just
wait.
did. It's a really
Paralyzed.
bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah, this is awful.
Not.
I think she did much better than Duhad.
Hold on.
I think
Let
I
me
think
try
the thing
this.
is, you have to have either heard the song or you can just like
here,
speak
hold
it
on.
through. 'cause, like, otherwise,
Let me try one thing to finish this off.
Okay.
All right, so the final few verses here.
Yeah, it sounds like
Well, it sounds like you're choking on something. Please stop. I'm concerned for your
sounds-
health now.
it sounds a little bit like Iggy Azalea's rap if she was wearing a gas mask and you couldn't quite hear what she was saying.
There we go.
Hey,
like
Duhad. Hey,
freeze.
Duhad.
Yo,
Mhm. I'm not too had. I don't know why I said yeah.
Yeah?
yeah, buddy.
Too had. Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'm trying to, like, construct this.
Well, you've got
Happy
mere
birthday
seconds.
to you. I want to make you move. It's your birthday still. It's the best.
Kind of intertwined your
this is-
birthday song
This
with.
is the greatest
Birthday
episode we've
still.
ever done.
As we finished the song,
To my drink.
the crowd exploded with cheering. But
The crowd just exploded. Literally.
exploded.
they just fucking blew up, dude. It was over.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna make a joke, but now I'm not gonna do it. Sorry.
Is it like a terrorist joke? Is it about,
No,
Is it a
Soundspeed, it
Jewish
wasn't.
joke?
It definitely was not, even though it probably was. It's fine. Carry on.
But I didn't care. I was still looking at Twilight, the only thing that I cared for. She was smiling with tears in her eyes, but they were tears of happiness.
Did you really need to say that? Was she crying because you embarrassed her so much with that awful rendition of song?
Yeah. I smiled back, a tear in my eye also. I felt happy, truly happy. I pulled the guitar off and dropped it to the ground, probably breaking it.
Why?
I jumped off the stage and ran through the crowd towards Twilight. When I finally pushed my way through them, I ran to Twilight and wrapped my hooves around her in a tight hug.
When I beat them all to the ground.
She returned the hug.
She didn't like it, so she
It's
returned
like,
it.
I ran through the largest crowd, pushing past everybody to show her my true love, and she hugged me back.
Oh, hey, buddy. Pat, pat, pat.
Good job on that song you did. We pulled back and looked into each other's eyes. We then moved towards each other and began to kiss passionately and deeply.
Oh.
And then they rutted like animals right on the dance floor.
It's true, they did.
Greg,
Greg,
at some point, they've tried deeply. Now they need to try shallowly.
It's true.
Yes.
Can you imagine just like licking somebody's tongue really like?
I'm
That's
just imagining like,
not
like some
really.
like ridiculous Valley Girl thing with just like meh, meh.
I can see that. Greg walked towards the stage, a smile on his face. As he neared it, he saw that Peter was just stepping off the stage. Perfect. Just the guy he wanted to see. He walked up to him and stopped him.
Yo, I need help.
Peter stopped and looked at him strangely.
Now, what do you need help with?
Greg smirked.
New spell.
I don't like the sound of that.
I think Twilight's only had one line in this whole story section.
She did say
No,
I
she
do.
said I do, and she said yes. She's had 2 lines.
Yeah, don't so fucking,
Sorry, my
don't try to
mistake.
pick apart the story for flaws that don't exist, okay?
Yeah, all of those lines.
Peter sighed.
Oh, what does it do? Will it hurt?
Greg shook his head.
No, it doesn't hurt. All it does is give you a mustache, man.
Peter seemed to be considering it.
Fine, but just that one spell.
Greg nodded.
Okay, got it. Hold still.
As his horn began to blow and the spell started to take effect. That was one sentence, okay. David ran past them at full speed, bumping into Greg, breaking his concentration. Damn it, David!
Oh no.
Fucking hell.
His horn glowed even brighter as he accidentally thought of 5 spells at once.
What?
The light from his horn began to fill the room, engulfing Peter. When the light from his horn began to clear, he looked to where Peter had been. But he wasn't there. He was gone. All that remained was the small burnt spot on the floor.
Well, that took a surprisingly
he
dark
killed
Fucking
turn.
vaporized Peter.
Peter's not dead.
Fucking Peter's, like, family whatever died in that car accident or whatever. It was like...
Wasn't there a film called, like, 2 Deaths and a Wedding or something?
Oh, like
2 funerals and a
5
wedding.
Weddings and a funeral or something?
Yeah, it's like that. We've already got the funeral, we just need 4 more weddings.
No, 3 more weddings, actually. You've already got 2 down.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
it 3 weddings and a funeral? I don't remember. The point is, yeah, it's a number of weddings and a funeral, so we just need
He
a few
face hoofed.
more. Whoops, looks like I killed again.
Whoopsies.
What did I think? A transportation spell of all those other ones.
He looked up and thought for a second.
Wonder where I sent him.
He walked over to the box and pushed it over the burnt spot. Better to cover up the evidence before anyone saw it.
Well, screw it. He's either dead
Well,
or
he's
gone.
dead, whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Greg, ever
He's
responsible.
probably back at his home, but if he's dead, I want to make sure no one knows it was me.
Hey, Peter, can I put a mustache on you? Oops, I killed you.
I'm just imagining like a cutaway, like this is like a wacky sitcom with like a cutaway guy's like, hey man, can you help me out with this new mustache idea? Cuts to blood everywhere. Well, looks like I screwed up again.
Da-da-da.
Yeah, it's Seinfeld.
Bruce Barber. What's it called?
What?
The
there's
barber.
a barber and he's Sweeney Todd.
Oh, yeah, Sweeney
Yes.
Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Great,
Just wanted to
Sweeney
give him a
Todd.
haircut. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. He lived near to where I am, in London.
Oh.
Was Sweeney Todd real?
No, he's not real.
Could be.
Duhad was like,
Sweeney Todd was my neighbor, I swear to God.
No, I was like, I was saying
over
hot
penthouse?
to him living nearby you, not the idea of him being real.
yeah, I was gonna say, like,
No,
My buddy Sweeney Todd lived up the street. He used to give people haircuts.
yeah. He made these really nice pies as well, or the woman next door to him did. Never knew what was in them.
You know, he was a really talented bard, and he used to play the ukulele, and he actually played at 5 weddings and a funeral.
Oh, did he? So it all comes back together.
Yeah, reincarnated as Peter.
it's like
and,
poetry.
even
Each
drink-
line sort of rhymes with
Yeah.
the next one.
Yeah.
I walked
What?
out of the palace, Twilight by my side. We continued down the street, towards my house. Tonight was going to be a night to remember.
What was
Okay.
that?
Yup, I think you all know what's about to happen.
Why is
Any-
it beeping? Make it stop.
I'm off to
Make
bed.
it stop.
They're about to do their taxes, if
Get in
you
the
know
call.
what I
I'll be
mean.
right back, guys.
Oh, it was you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh,
You
Yep, I
crazy.
think we all know what's about to happen. Anyways, I'm off to play Minecraft on the Brony server. Remember to...
It says remember to rest and relax. R&R.
remember to
I remember at
refurbish-
one time, when we read these things frequently, we would make jokes and just make up random things that R&R stood for. Good times.
Now we just said
Don't do that
or-
anymore, though. and
Raven Rampage.
Oh god. Why did I instantly go to something hugely inappropriate
Because of the fucking song, I imagine. You know the
probably.
one.
You know the one we're talking about.
Yeah, do one more
Alright.
chapter, call it a day.
Anyway,
Duhad?
Okay, yeah. Anyways,
Rinse and
I'm off
repeat.
to play Minecraft on a brony server.
We just read that, but
Remember to read.
Okay,
Remember to.
alright, so we'll go one more since the
Turn
next
into
one's pretty
Zoidberg.
short.
Yeah, I'll do another one.
Alright, so.
I want Jill to be more involved in this.
Yeah,
You need to pull your weight, Jill. If you're going to be a part of the Let's Read crew, you got to do some work. You know what I'm saying?
You got.
not dissimilar to the first member of the DK crew. You need to be able to.
Yeah, come on.
She did. Yeah. What the?
She did.
She did, guys. Sorry. When I've got my voice back under control, I'll speak normally. Yeah, she did take over for Celestia when Soundspeed couldn't take it anymore and had to get a drink. Speaking of getting a drink, I think I
Right,
I think
while you
I
go
need
do
to
that real
get a
quick,
drink as well.
in the meantime, we will begin reading The Star.
The Star.
Yeah, no, I know it's a star. I'm trying to deliberately mispronounce it.
The straw. The store.
The Store.
Here.
The stew.
This is the stew. Yeah.
Oh, nice. The chapter actually opens up with an author's note that is a continuation of the last one. It's continuity.
Oh my god, that's such a weird office note. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. Almost didn't do this one. Minecraft is too addicting. Expectantly, the Brony server.
Expectantly.
As I expect it to be.
I can't get the
Probably
page.
Brony server. All right, who's somebody's
I can't
gonna have a
get the
lot of
page.
lines here because I want to give them to Jill.
I can't get the page to load.
There's a
So-
random character named Old Stallion who it appears-
Staley.
Bill, you're old
Stallion.
Stallion. Congratulations.
Old Stalin.
I like it.
Oh,
And
That works.
Fluttershy is in this one, so she can probably play that as well.
wait, is Twilight in this? Because I can't make my page load.
Okay, well, if she comes up, then Jill can also take that.
Okay, can I go to bed now? Because my
No,
page
you're
won't load.
staying. It's not gonna be that long. Come on,
Yeah,
just
stick,
stay.
stick with it. Do it.
You can commit. You always leave early. You have to stay.
I don't always leave early.
You do. The last 3 ones we've done, you left early.
Yeah, that's because it was later then. It's not that late now.
See, that's why you should stay. Okay. I awoke with a smile. Last night had been wild and crazy.
Ooh, normally you only get one.
Wait, is she pregnant now?
Yeah.
Like a few months pregnant?
At this
yeah,
point,
I think
yes.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah. She's probably second trimester at this point.
yeah.
I'm not going into detail, but let's just say it involved me, Twilight, a bed, a locked door, and 3 hours of alone time, after which she left, probably.
The funny thing is, I actually kind of misread this. Oh, God. The thing is, I actually misread that a little bit, and I jumped down to the next line, so I thought it was going to say it involved, me, Twilight, a bed, a sharp pain in my groin.
I don't know.
Her cutting off my dick.
In like my mind, it sounded like one of those those craft things that like art shows that they show to kids. It's like, right, kids, for this art project, you're going to need a bedroom, 3 hours of alone time, a locked wooden door.
Oh, no, it's MacGyver. He's the MacGyver.
You know, I never thought I'd ever hear the day where Cabral says, ow, they cut off my dick.
I never
It's
thought
a
I'd
truly
hear it.
magical time.
Yeah.
What
I
a
would say
time to be
magical.
alive. Okay.
Happy birthday, Duhad.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Happy birthday. All right. I climbed out of bed and felt a sharp pain in my groin. I yelped
not
in
again.
pain and fell to the floor, holding them, both of my groins.
His multiple groins that he has.
It was a wild and crazy night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shit! Why did we have to be so rough? It was already damaged.
You know, it wouldn't have been a problem if you hadn't damaged it in the first place. If you'd just not been a stupid person, we wouldn't have had
It's
this
literally
issue.
like, it is
You know,
almost
probably,
as
yeah.
if hitting your nuts with a ballpoint hammer is a bad idea.
Oh, did they hit with a hammer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the last
that-
thing they did was with a hammer.
That was the joke. The funny, wacky jokes they were recording were just hitting
Wait.
each other repeatedly with a hammer. in the
And he
nuts.
didn't And he didn't like seek medical attention after
No.
this.
No, apparently not. He said maybe I should see a doctor about that last chapter, so no, he did not see a doctor about it.
Wow, he is not very clever.
No. I took a few ragged breaths and stood with effort. I staggered to the door and opened it. I walked out and headed for the stairs. Well, that's a lot of simple sentences, guy.
God.
Sitting right there.
I can't. He's really talking us through this. It's like the how-to guide of getting out of bed in the morning.
Hold on, let me Control F-I. Oh, well, that doesn't work, actually, as well as like I thought it would.
Yeah, because
Well, there's 621 instances of the character I, but they're not all single words. Now I feel a little bit dumb.
so you forget. that-
Actually, I can do this. Space I space.
Yeah, I just told you to
70.
do that.
There's 70 words of I.
Wow.
That's a lot. Okay,
That is
anyway.
a lot.
Let's see. I stuck it to the door and opened it. Okay. Once I arrived at the top, I took a deep breath and started to walk down them.
Hell.
With
Fascinating.
every step, I let out a small yelp of pain. Halfway down them, I stopped and leaned against the railing. I was breathing heavily from the effort of walking down the stairs. Who would have thought that your joint could hurt so bad you can't even walk?
I thought he was just unhealthy.
I like
I
how-
was out of breath from walking down the stairs.
I love the fact that he's apparently suffering from worse, like more unimaginable pain right now than from the time when he actually was hammering his nuts with a hammer.
Yeah, it does make you wonder what possesses someone to do that sort of thing.
Probably fucking like hopped up on drugs or something at the time and didn't realize what he was doing.
Yeah, it must have been. Greg was involved. It was a
It's very much involved. I raised my head and face hoofed. I like how even in private, when there's no one around, he will like face hoof because he's like, "Oh, I'm just so."
I'm so
Whacking
wacky.
me.
Yeah.
I'm so dumb.
Wacky them nuts.
Whacking them nuts. Yeah.
I was going to make a no whacking, but then I was like,
You know, Duhad, do you know how hard it is to carry Bofa down the stairs?
bro.
Do you know how hard it is to carry Bofa down the stairs?
I don't
Wait,
know
tell me,
how
what's
hard it is
Bofa?
to get Bofa down the stairs.
Bofa these nuts.
Oh, that's so stupid.
I love that joke. I'm sorry, I do. Have you seen the one where the guy like gets like Southwest Airlines on Twitter? He's like,
Yeah.
at Southwest Airlines, does it cost does it cost extra to carry on Bofa? And they're like, we're sorry, what's Bofa?
He
Okay.
never responded though. That's the only shame.
Yeah, he should have
The
fucking
whole
seen it through. All right.
Well, that derailed everything.
I love Bofa. All right.
Let's get back on track.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot I had wings. I don't have to walk and endure this pain. I spread my wings and slowly flew downstairs, careful not to hit anything. When I reached the bottom of the stairs, I slowly hovered into the kitchen. Once I entered the kitchen, I shook my head. Oh, I hate how this is written. What happened?
Incredible.
He suddenly went to describing every single move he made. I blinked. I
think he
continued
was
on
just
my day.
writing like each paragraph in between like playing Minecraft.
Oh god, yeah, it probably actually is.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen was a mess. Dishes piled high, food wrappings everywhere, old food on the counters. Ew. I was pretty sure that a family of rats was making a home under the table.
God, clean your house up.
David and Greg need to learn to clean up after themselves. I seriously doubt that wasn't you.
Yeah.
I flew over to a cabinet and opened it. Empty. So was the others. All there was to eat was a single apple.
Like they just left a single apple there. Also, like the fact that he's let the house get to this point and is now just being like, "Oh man, my roommates suck." Like, it reminds me of a joke about an alcoholic who's just going like, "Hey, which one of you shit my pants?"
I actually had a recent thing like that where the only thing I had to eat was an apple. My house wasn't messy though.
Whoa, that's pretty intense, man. I don't know what
Look,
it's like to go
sounds
without.
weird. Sounds weird. I know. I was just saying
sounds
that one time with the apple. Okay.
Dude, even now, hundreds of Terribilities across Equestria are being hungry and have to go to bed with just an apple. For just $5 a month, you too can save Bofa.
What's Bofa?
Bofa these nuts!
I'm going to indulge you every
Alright,
time you say it.
can we just go?
You know, I did actually type Bofa into Google, and there is a BOFA, like some sort of association, which is really funny.
Bofa these nuts. There, like, my favorite version of that joke is, like, there's, like, a green text story, and it's, like, in Mycenae with companions, man walking around proclaiming he is the son of Zeus, Freskpeg. I go up to him and say, no, it's like, my friend walks up and says, Sir, I know you are the son of Zeus, but I am the son of Bofa, who is the most powerful god known to man. And then he says, who is this Bofa that you dare blaspheme Zeus's name? And he's just like, Bofa D's nuts, but in like Greek characters. And it's like really funny. Anyway.
Well,
It's so
you've
dumb.
I'll
derailed
find
the
that for
story
you.
beyond
Please-
any
please
sort
do.
of...
I'll find that for you in a minute.
All right.
Anyway, let's just keep going.
You.
Bless you.
That was a very drawn out, relaxed
Happy
sneeze.
birthday, bro.
Achoo.
Right.
Shit, where am I at? Okay. I let out a sigh and picked it up. I took a bite and shuddered. It was rotten! I spit out the pieces in my mouth and flew into the living room. I lifted up my saddlebag and made sure my bits were still there. Luckily, they were still there, all 800.
800.
Why did she marry him again when he can't even tidy the house up properly?
He makes like $100 an hour, so.
Yeah, he does, and tips.
Oh, at his restaurant
I think
job,
that's
yeah.
actually how he kept her. She just like comes over, sees the horrible wreck of his house, and every now and then just has to look over that big pile of money they just leaves out on the counter and just go,
I ain't saying
It's
she's a
fine.
gold digger, but she ain't messing with the broken pony.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
Fuck the Jews, am I right?
Oh,
I had
It's
to draw the
fine.
attention off. I didn't want to... had to get out of that.
so once again, you've just
I love
completed
the
the vicious
Jews.
cycle of using the
Love-
Jews as
I
a
love the
scapegoat.
Again, the
I
track
love it.
is gone. Thanks to
Oh, anyway.
Soundspeed.
Soundspeed, you have just used the Jews as a scapegoat again.
I'm still waiting for you to...
History has taught us that that's not a good idea.
Slash MLP is really proud of you right now.
But history can be rewritten.
His story can't be repeated, but it can be rewritten.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I love
God.
that story.
Okay, anyway,
Okay.
so
Yeah, we really need to get through this shit.
yeah.
Okay. I picked it up and held it with my teeth. I then flew up to my room and quickly pulled on all of my clothes and the goggles. I put the saddlebag on and strapped it down. I looked over to the bed and smiled. Twilight was still there, sleeping peacefully. I flew over and gave her a kiss on the cheek. I then turned and flew downstairs and out the front door. As I hovered in place, I took a
I
deep...
love you, sweetie. Goodbye.
Later. I took a deep breath of the fresh morning air. It was early. The sun just coming up. How did I wake up this early? It's like physically impossible. People don't...
Yeah.
It's not.
This isn't. Oh God.
That
Who
reminds
would
me of
have
the joke.
thought that you can wake up from sleeping?
It reminds me of the jokes of Step Brothers where they're like talking, and he's like, "Dude, I had to get up at 11 o'clock this morning." That's what I imagined.
I had to get up at 4 this morning.
Dude, I had to get up at 6.
Look, I don't care. Okay, I had to
I
get up at
began to
12.
flew.
I began to.
get to flu.
God, you're right. Yeah, I began to. Where the fuck are we?
I began flying forward.
I began flying forward at a steady speed, looking for a store to buy some more food. After an hour of searching, I came across
lives-
a... You know, you work in a
he-
fucking
He
restaurant.
lives in Canterlot. He literally lives in the center of the goddamn capital, and he can't find a single restaurant or grocery store or anything.
Wait, he works in a Ponyville restaurant. He lives in Canterlot. What's
Yes.
that commute like?
I think he said 2
It's
hours.
a long one.
Oh, yeah, he did say it was 2-hour commute. Like, I guess, you know, for 100 bits an hour, you gotta make some sacrifices.
Yeah.
Although he
that's
only
true.
does, like, work 3 hours a day.
You don't know it. No, he works 8 hours, but he works like 3 days a week or 2 days a week.
Oh. Let's see.
Oh.
After an hour searching, okay, I came across a nice little store on the outskirts of Canterlot, owned by a nice old stallion, whose coat was a dull gray and white mane and tail. His coat was a white mane and tail.
Oh, good.
Also, again, it's a outskirt of Canterlot, period, owned by a nice stallion.
Yeah. Upon entering the store, I
I was greeted.
was...
Sounded loud.
I was yawning, apparently.
Sorry, the.
God damn it! You so Dutch. I'm yawning.
Upon
You
entering
set
the
him
store, I was greeted by the sound of old music.
Because I know
not-
old equestrian music like the back of my hand.
Old music. Are you talking like 60s, 70s, 80s, 1600s? Like,
Yeah, just old count as anything that isn't like here right now. So like
Yeah,
Ed
because I
Sheeran
don't
or
think-
something 2 years
well,
ago.
Ed
First off,
Sheeran
old-
2 years ago, yeah.
Good old music.
She's in the class A team, stuck in her daydream. Oh, I love the
that's not-
classics.
That's not how it sounds, first off. And two,
It basically is. Come on.
he doesn't sound like that though.
He does, though. He totally
You
does.
can't do the accent though.
Which
Ed Sheeran sounds like that. Come on.
Red Sheeran, because he's ginger, get it?
That's pretty good, yeah. Okay. Pretty strange. I don't know. Alright. I scanned the small store, happy to see that it sold food. It even sold other goods.
Holy shit!
Whoa! Drop that
quite a
innovation
novel
there,
idea.
man.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a novel idea for a shop to sell things.
The old stallion looked out from a book he was reading and adjusted his glasses.
Jill, it's on you, girl. Woo woo.
So is that what it says?
Yeah, that's her line.
No, you're a strange fella, aren't you?
I had chuckled and walked up to the counter.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty strange. In more ways than one. Society can't handle me.
What's that mean?
Good reaction time, Duhad.
No.
I walked up to the counter 30 seconds later. I'd like to...
Hi.
Oh. Sorry, I'm getting up there in age.
Yeah, no, he's okay.
birthday,
Garrett just
dude.
woke up,
Slow
you know.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
The old stallion chuckled and fixed his glasses again and went back to reading his book.
He does that a lot.
Don't worry, you're not the only pony who is strange. I mean, look at me!
Oh yeah, I agree.
I'm old and pretty, yet I still try to work and own a business.
What a radical idea! He sells goods that are not food and he is old!
What?
And brittle.
He is old
Yeah,
and
he is
still
also
works.
brittle.
Oh god, he's going into like a libertarian spiel in a second where he's just like, no, but I don't sit around like those lazy bums.
Oh, good. I can't wait for him to, like, bash welfare and shit.
I don't support welfare checks.
Oh, I'm just
You're not the
saying,
only one
equal
who is strange.
opportunity is unequal capitalism.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Look,
Oh,
all I'm
goodness.
saying is if the minorities worked harder...
Can you finish that statement for me, please, Lightning? I smiled and began picking up the items I needed.
Peter
Well,
Piper.
I know a lot of old people. Oh, sorry, you're not people. You're ponies. Remember it. They still work, but you seem to be doing well for yourself or whatever.
He nodded with a smile, still reading.
I'm persistent. I'd rather work than sit around all day.
I picked up the last item I needed and put it in the basket I had picked up.
Okay. I don't
I'll be
think,
over here if you need me.
hey, I don't think I could do that. I'd sit around all day. I'd rather sit around all day than work.
I spotted a bag of animal feed and smiled. I think I know someone who would like that.
Hey, we're
What is
acknowledging-
animal feed?
Who?
Right.
The dog.
What specifically? No. I mean, like, you don't. There's no such thing as just animal feed.
It's all
I'm gonna
purpose.
give this to every animal.
Animal
I'm going to
Fine.
give this...
Give it
this
to
is
your
the
snail.
Acme
Give it-
generic animal feed.
Give it to
Yeah.
your mama. Give it to your pet shark.
It's true. It's everything. All right.
It works for all species,
No,
including
the-
elephants.
The shopkeeper's voice reminds me of like a white Morgan Freeman, a racist white Morgan. Oh, actually, no, we gave him the racist.
I
qualities, but
put it in the
white
basket
Morgan
and made my way back to the front. He looked at
Jill
all of
is a
the
white
items.
Freeman.
Do you think that like this story is to libertarianism as Hans is to conservatism?
Maybe.
Yes.
hands.
Dude, all
God,
that
that story.
subtext you got.
Yeah.
All
What
right,
happened in Hands again? It was literally just the guy got his hands cut off.
What?
Wait,
What? No.
Oh no, that's the Lyra one.
It's Lyra in hands, you dumbass. Come on.
My bad. No, I remember hands now.
Dropping
It's
the
alright.
ball, so it speaks.
Look, it happens sometimes. So it speaks.
Don't. Okay, I was really hoping that would
I do
fly
want,
under the
I do
radar,
want to see
but
the
it didn't.
remake of Hands versus
I
the story
thought
of
that
Andrew
you-
J. Talon, a man recovering from
wait.
double hand amputations.
Was that not intentional? Because I
No,
thought you said.
it was totally.
Oh, what?
I meant to say like so to speak and so it seems, and then I said so it speaks, and I was like, well,
So
that
it-
was dumb. I hope nobody
Well-
noticed that.
Now, in pointing out someone else's fuck up, I have fucked up.
I have negated my own responsibility for my fuck up.
Good job, Sam.
Okay.
He looked.
All right, let's finish up.
All right. He looked at all of the items and calculated the cost on a notepad.
That comes down to about 60 bits.
I nodded. And...
Ooh, 16 pence was that?
I nodded and pulled out the correct number of bits. I'm glad you specified.
Yeah.
I didn't pull out. I
I
didn't
pulled
pull
out
out
the
too
incorrect
many.
number. I pulled out 2 bits and gave him that and said, "That's my final offer."
I'll haggle you down, mate. All right.
Yeah.
I like your store.
I nodded.
Why'd you
and
put
pulled
mate
out...
after that?
He smiled proudly.
Thank you. I've had it for years.
I'm brittle.
I'm old.
I put the
I
food I
can
had
smell
bought in
you.
my son of a bitch.
I got you.
Did-
Sorry.
Okay, I put the.
I'm creeping around.
Wow.
Just can't see me.
Okay, I'm really having a hard time this chapter. I'm so sorry.
It seems to be a problem.
I put the food I had bought in my saddlebag and turned back to the old stallion.
Oh, you're welcome. I think I'm going to shop here from now on.
He grinned.
That would be great.
Oh,
Sure was
my.
nice of you to make really moderate small talk with me.
Yeah.
I miss
You're
people.
my favorite customer.
Hi, Johnny.
You're my favorite deputy. Oh, that's not right. That's
I'd
the
like a
wrong
bag of
film.
animal food. Oh, here you go. That's for me. Oh, hey, Garcon, you're my favorite customer. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, doggy.
Hi, doggy. Yeah, like if I can. What's
Hi,
his
Dave.
name?
Oh, wait, what was the name of the dog?
Louis
Louis.
there.
Louis.
Hi,
Yeah.
Louis.
Hey, Louis. Bye.
Okay.
What have we done?
Oh, hey, Raul.
I walked
Hey,
out of the
Mark.
store and lifted off the ground, glad to be off my feet and away from the pain in my groin. I lifted up in the air.
Stop mentioning it. Why doesn't he marry his groin if he loves it that much?
He's already taken, dude. Don't worry.
Oh.
Dude, 2 weddings and a funeral left. I lifted up in the air and pulled out the animal feed. I think Fluttershy could use it, but before I go there, I'm going to have to drop off my food.
She
Meanwhile,
could use it because she's an animal.
David scratched the back of his head. Where was Peter? He was supposed to meet him at Lance's house to talk about future performances.
oh, he's dead.
This was all. He was usually on time. As David sat on the couch wondering where Peter was, Greg walked in through the front door. He saw David and began to back out of the room. I would too if I met David.
Shit.
David looked over at him and jumped up.
Greg, where's Peter? You was the last one to see him.
You ran right by him. It
Yeah.
was your fault.
Also, they were in a packed room full of people. How did no one see him teleport him away in a giant flash of light?
People are stupid in this town.
Yeah. Greg smiled nervously.
I don't know. Huh?
David glared at him and took a few steps closer to him.
Where is he? I know you know for some reason.
Greg gulped loudly and his horn began to glow.
Ruh-roh. Sorry,
Ruh-roh.
but Peter's in another dimension or something. Bye.
He then disappeared in a green flash. David shook his head.
And then looked at the camera. What did he mean by that?
Sorry, but you're Peter.
Da-da-da. We'll be right back after these commercials. Oh no.
Fluttershy ran to the front. Yeah, I'm joking. We don't have commercials here. Fluttershy ran to the front door and closed it. She then quickly turned around and smirked in her signature way. You know, that
You
one.
know, that signature way that she smiles.
There's nowhere to run, Angle.
There's nowhere to run, Angle.
What a cute bunny.
His name for a pet.
Oh my god, I just laughed way too loud just then. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Angle ran to the other side of the door and began to jump up and down.
Wow, Angle is very cute.
Lightning, quit being obtuse, but you're right.
Sorry. Oh, God, stop.
I saw at least that coming.
Look, I'm 180% sure that
Oh,
this
just
is
stop
wrong.
already.
Too far.
Don't even try
Are you
anymore.
sure you're being straight with me?
Look,
Is that
No.
right, Soundspeed?
Yeah.
look, it was just a reflex, okay? I just couldn't
these
help
puns
it.
are pretty acute, but we gotta stop.
Did you know that Ray's leaving Achievement Hunter?
Oh.
Oh.
What? What is
Ray,
that gonna do?
Like a Ray, like a, you know.
Oh, an array, okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. Anyways.
Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad. I was stuck on my reflex.
Fluttershy uses the stare, aka the name of the chapter.
Yeah, good.
Fluttershy shook her head.
Fluttershy shook her head.
Good. No, you know the rules. You must eat first before going outside to play.
Angle sat up and crossed his arms, stating that he wasn't going to eat first. Fluttershy's patience ran out. They had been at this for hours. She began to stare at him, a stare that she rarely used and had no control over. The stare! Angle's eyes widened.
Began to stare at him, a stare.
All
that
right,
was
Angel,
the stare.
I am losing my
She was
patience.
staring
I
at
am going to use the stare that I have no control over.
Angle's eyes widened, but before it could have full effect, it was interrupted. I landed outside of Fluttershy's cottage, the bag of feed in my saddlebag. I
Generic
smiled.
great value animal
Hi.
feed.
Oh god, yeah, great value animal feed.
Great value, Dr. Thunder.
For the impoverished pony, yeah. Alright, I smiled. I couldn't wait to see the look on her face when I handed... Hoofed? I give up. I'm staying with Handed.
Well, that's a long-running plot thread that's being resolved, and people say
anybody
the
have-
story has no continuity and is pointless.
That's late.
No, it has continuity. His balls have been hurting the last 2 chapters, and he won't stop
That's
talking.
true.
Yeah, I don't know if he would, but he just won't.
Wacky up nuts.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wow, that's wacky. That's nuts.
I walked up
That's
to the
wacky.
cottage
That's
door
wacky.
and was about to knock when I heard her on the other side. I shrugged. No use in knocking!
Okay.
Well, fuck it. She's there. I'll just go in.
Hey, there's
know,
a
when
woman
somebody's
alone inside
home,
of this
that means
house.
to come
Time
in.
to kick in the door.
I walked in.
Yo, Fluttershy, what up? I got a big... Oh, hey. Hi.
I looked at her and my eyes widened. She was doing the stare! Oh.
Quick, suplex her.
Ooh.
Her eyes looked deep into mine, looking into my soul. They penetrated my mind, digging away
Okay,
at the
this is,
sanity.
okay. I'm not liking the wording here.
I could feel my
Penetrated.
sanity being ripped from me. All my memories and thoughts were being replaced by those eyes. Those piercing eyes.
They stabbed him.
Yes.
Thankfully, she noticed it was me she was using the stare on and stopped.
That thing she has no control
So,
over. That was
yeah,
established
this
like a
thing she has no
paragraph
control
ago.
over.
I like how he took a second to have
my.
some decent writing, even though it was all spelled wrong, and he was like, they pierced me, they took away everything I knew and loved. And then she stopped, and it was fine.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Oh my.
almost so close to being good.
I'm so.
Also, yeah,
Um.
that thing that Fluttershy does, the
sorry.
stare. I like the idea that apparently this entire time she's been like using like this method of controlling her little animal friends is literally psychologically destroying them, tearing apart their mind and sanity, and leaving behind nothing but a quivering husk for the person they
Yeah.
once were.
Happy
Dude,
birthday, Duhad.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Nothing but a quivering husk.
Pizza Shack to you. We wish we were Soundspeed so we can sing this too.
I won't stop you.
Anyway, Fluttershy's line.
We're not
You don't
gonna, like,
have-
sue you if you sing it.
It's not a
We're
prerequisite to be
gonna
sound-
sue you. So I've read
Pizza
my
Shack
line
might
actually,
sue you.
but I'll
From
read it
Pizza
again.
Shack to you. Okay, so I didn't hear her or see
I'm
her.
so okay.
My mind was still filled with the image of those eyes. I collapsed and curled up into a ball. A small whimper escaped my lips. She looked down at me, a look of concern on her face.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. Are you okay, Giro?
My left eye began to twitch. I couldn't think straight. I was on the verge of insanity.
Continue talking.
All this for bringing her food? Wow.
It was great value. I
Generosity
mean, come on.
rewarded with.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the dirty animal feed.
With friends like these, who needs enemies? Da-da-da. Okay.
Oh,
After a few minutes, she was able to get me to look at her, which was hard because every time I did, I remembered those eyes.
It happened like 2 minutes ago. He's already developed deep psychological trauma just from her looking at him.
Maybe he's just being a whiny bitch. Have you ever considered that?
It's entirely
I
possible.
have also considered that. You may be correct.
She put on her best smile, trying to calm me down. I sighed, trying to clear my head, and slowly sat up on my haunches.
I'm okay. It's just those eyes. Whatever.
Just a flesh.
Nodded.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it to you. It was meant for my pet bunny, Anglo-Saxon.
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 Those damn imperialist bunnies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. I'd never hurt a person, only animals.
Only animals.
I let out a ragged breath and stood.
Fine, I forgive you. God! Just please don't let it happen again. Jesus. Don't think I could take that again.
She smiled shyly.
Don't worry.
You got over it
I'll
fairly
be careful
quickly.
around
It was his
you.
fucking fault. He just walked in without knocking. What do you expect to happen?
Yeah, also, can we just quickly take a moment to say that I don't think standard practice is if you know someone's in the house, then you just don't need to knock and you can open the door uninvited. That's not how that works.
Oh, God.
Right.
She smiles.
I smiled and pulled out the bag of the feed.
Bag of the feed.
Here, I brought this for you, or whatever.
A bag of feed. Everything's better with a bag of feed. I hate Family Guy.
Okay,
Just a proclaimer.
Proclaimer.
I literally want to kill myself right now, Lightning. I literally just want to fucking throw myself out the third floor store. Third floor.
Why?
Oh my god! Help! Help!
So,
It's taking hold of him. Hold him down.
What you're saying is you want to make a proclaimer about how you throw yourself out of the third floor story. What the hell is a floor story anyway?
What is going on?
I think we need to calm down, Soundspeed.
Okay, technical difficulties. We appear to have lost Soundspeed to the madness.
We've lost his mind.
Trying to say a third floor window and a third story window, and something went horribly wrong.
That's twice now you picked two different phrases and merged them into some
I don't know.
Frankenstein's monster.
Something's wrong today. I can't do this right now.
Oh god, you poor baby. We're almost at the end.
Birthday to you.
Oh god, it's a
We're like a
mess.
page from the end. Come on, we gotta push forward.
Jesus Christ.
All right, we're almost done. Come on.
Where are we at?
Her eyes brightened when she saw the bag.
The third floor story. That's where we're at.
Look, stop! I just...
Like
we said
a
it fucking
flory
say
story,
paradigm or something, okay?
Yeah, Flory story's pretty good though. I want to use that for something, but I can't. I can't think of anything.
Alright, that's like the new Pixar movie, right? Floor Story.
Oh god.
We're idiots, you know that, right?
I'm
Yeah,
aware.
I know.
Her eyes brightened when she saw the bag. Is yelling.
That's right. when she saw the thing.
I heard her speak behind me.
That's the best kind
Yeah.
of feed. Cabral, that's your line.
Okay. I love it. The
No.
animals will certainly love it
No,
also.
your line
or
is
else I'll
that's the
just
best
stare
kind
at
of feed.
Oh, you're right. That's ahead.
What's up?
That's the best kind of
BuzzFeed.
feed on the market. Thank you.
Sounds
So she
feed.
took the bag and put. Wait, no, I ended. Never mind.
She took the bag of feed and put it on her back.
She put the whole team on her back.
I turned for the door, actually in a hurry to leave.
You're welcome, Fluttershy. Glad you liked to.
I heard her speak behind me.
I love it. The animals will certainly love it also, unless they don't and I stare at them.
I smiled as I walked out.
Yeah, hope you like it, or whatever.
I closed the door and quietly took to the air, desperate to get away. I know the feeling, bro, don't worry.
I'd fly away too. He's just found out that Fluttershy is a creepy lady who lives on the edge of the woods torturing animals to do what she wants.
Yeah, I shuddered. I couldn't stop thinking of those eyes. I was still on the verge of insanity, so close.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. That can lead to suicidal thoughts. He might throw himself out of a 3-story window.
Shut your fucking mouth.
You're a terrible friend, and I love you for it.
I got him back for the. I got him back.
You
for
did.
the
You did.
Jewish
You
joke.
did. You're a good man.
Alright, I concede defeat. You win.
You're my sweary assassin.
I've been bested. Okay.
I gulped.
What? I gulped and flew faster towards my house. I have to get back to my bed and hide under the covers. That's all I can think of to do.
Yeah, that sounds like Soundspeed in real life right now.
Yeah.
Just gotta go.
Twilight opened her eyes and smiled, remembering the night before. It had been funner than their first time. Oh, you've only fucked her twice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I just...
That was very. Just came out of nowhere.
Floored is all.
Well, you've only
Say I'm
fucked her
floory
twice.
storied.
Yeah, you should say that.
Anyway, I just expected that...
No, he's just like Ned Flanders in The Simpsons. You know, just like Baskin Robbins ice cream. You get one free scoop, and then you have to wait for marriage.
Yeah,
Did that happen?
Yeah, that happened in an episode.
that's good, yeah.
Oh.
As she sat up, she became confused. There was a large lump under the cover to where Lance had been. He pooped in it.
Pooped in the bed.
Just
I
a
done
lump
pooped
under
in
the
bed.
covers.
For
She
goodness
raised
sake.
an eyebrow and pulled the covers
No,
off.
no. Oh goodness. No. See what happens? That lump under the covers is what's left of his testicles.
Hey,
Oh,
aw.
I was
Oh,
literally.
it's
That's
squishy.
weird because I was thinking about making that joke and then I tactfully didn't.
Hey,
and then you
Lightning.
did. Yeah.
One big, soggy, cheesy, sticky lump stuck to the side of the bag.
God.
It was Lance in the fetal position and shaking. She became worried. What if this was because of last night? She had been sort of rough with him.
She had sort of like
Yeah, this is
broken him physically and
Yeah,
mentally.
this is you,
this is
like,
Twilight.
Oh, I can't see the lines.
Twilightning.
Oh god, I did
Oh wait, no,
sex
here
so
it is. Here
bad.
it is. Wait, I'm coming down. Oh, Twilight. Lance, are you okay?
He stopped shaking and looked up at her, a look of surprise on his face.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
God, just like a
glares.
moody teenager.
She glared slightly at him.
Tell me what's wrong.
He shook his head.
No.
She leaned her head in and glared harder.
Lance.
He winced and covered his face.
Oh, fine, Mom. I was given a stare by Fluttershy. You wouldn't understand.
Twilight put a hoof on his shoulder. That was something that no pony should go through.
Are you okay, Lance? I don't know why I've adopted this weird voice, but like I normally do the high-pitched voice for Twilight, but I'm doing this weird, like,
It's fine. It's
I
working.
don't know what it is.
He gulped and nodded.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Whatever.
Twilight kissed his cheek.
You better be.
He smiled and jumped up at her and wrapped his hoofs around her waist. That's a
God,
lot of things.
if you let me hug it for a while. I need a
She
picture.
rolled her eyes playfully.
I did do it, but obviously there's no sound effect to it, so... rolling your eyes, I mean. You are fine.
He tightened his embrace on her and pushed her onto her back. He climbed up on top of her and laid down on her.
Fuck the
He
pain
rested
away.
his head next to hers and smiled.
Just 5 minutes.
She smiled.
How about 10 minutes?
He chuckled.
Funny. Alright, deal.
And
We're gonna call
Done.
the banker and see what they put. Oh, he said 7 minutes.
Oh,
take it,
you
Gillen.
Ooh.
got it wrong.
You
How
got the
was
height
it?
Without going under.
I liked this one. Remember to remember and remember.
Remember to remember. And
Always remember.
Never
remember,
forget.
Remember the 5th
Never
of
forget.
November.
remember the 5 of
third
November.
floor story and remember.
The 5 of November.
No, the 5 of November.
Oh, the 5 of November. Okay.
That was
Gunpowder,
beautiful. Can I go
Cleveland,
wash my
Flop.
brain out with chlorine?
Please go
Oh,
and do
absolutely,
so.
yeah.
Hurt your. Everyone should go and scrub their skin raw to cleanse themselves of this filth.
Okay.
Hey, Jill.
Oh yeah, Jill, how did you enjoy yourself?
How'd you enjoy yourself?
Oh, it was fun. Yeah,
It's-
I like playing the old guy.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Hey,
favorite
Jill.
character.
When she didn't respond, I thought she'd like gone comatose from what we'd done.
She
Like
No.
just in pure shock. Like, what are you doing with your
I
life?
passed out, but then I regained consciousness soon.
Oh, that's all right
Yeah.
then.
Excellent.
So yeah, thanks for including me in your fine greeting thing.
You are very welcome.
Yeah.
I have a question for Jill.
That's right.
Do you know any effective ways that I could just violently kill myself? Like, just right.
I would recommend like printing out a picture of a target and posting it against a wall, and then just throw your brains against the target until everything is dark and you see a
That's-
light.
I don't.
That's.
I mean, well,
like
I guess. Like,
banging your head against the wall could also
That's-
work.
I feel like I would pass out before I hit the threshold of death, though.
No, don't worry. I'll come round to your house and help you hit your head on the wall.
Thank you, Lightning. You're a good friend.
You know what you could actually do instead?
He'll hit you through the wall.
Yeah, you won't fucking come to America and go to a pony convention with me, but as soon as you're coming over to kill me, it's totally fucking worth the goddamn trip.
You know what you could do instead, though? I hear height is a very useful way to kill
Happy,
yourself.
happy birthday! Today's your special day!
Yeah.
All right,
I
see
heard
you
it.
later,
I heard
everybody.
you only have to be three.
On a third floor story, right?
story.
Hi!
Yeah.
Oh.